was a brazen attack in broad daylight. A peaceful suburban street turned into a scene of horror. British MP Jo Cox stabbed and shot outside a library in Birstall, Northern England. Her attacker, a 52-year-old man, arrested nearby, several weapons recovered. Another man also injured at the scene. Cox had been meeting constituents before eyewitnesses describe hearing screams in the street.
They weren't normal screams then. They were like panicking. And then like when we looked down the road, there was a woman laid on the floor.
Cox was taken to a nearby hospital, but doctors couldn't save her.
I am now very sad to have to report that she has died as a result of her injuries. Before going into further detail, I would like to express our deepest sympathies to her family and friends at this tragic time.
She has been an MP since last May, a member of the opposition Labour Party. Her party described her deep commitment to humanity and a strong sense of public duty.
The thing that surprises me time and time again as I travel around the constituency is that we are far more united and have far more in common than that which divides us.
That community is now reeling at her loss.
You struggle for words because you don't expect it.
With it being a public figure, well, with anyone being shot in a town centre, it's quite saddening.
This whole community is in shock, and none, of course, in more shock and deeper mourning than Jo Cox's husband, Brendan Cox. He's released a statement. It's powerful and it's poignant. I'm going to read it to you. Jo believed in a better world, and she fought for it every day of her life with an energy and a zest for life that would exhaust most people. She would have wanted two things above all else to happen now. One, that our precious children are bathed in love. And two, that we all unite against the fight against her, the hatred that killed her. Hate doesn't have a creed, race or religion. It is poisonous. Cox was a vocal advocate of Britain remaining in the EU. She and her family had been involved in campaigning ahead of next week's referendum. Both the Leave and Remain camps have now suspended their campaigns as a mark of respect.
She was a MP, great campaigning MP with huge compassion, with a big heart, and people are going to be very, very sad at what has happened.
A moment for the country to pause and remember the service of one of its youngest and most promising lawmakers as police try to establish a motive for this vicious killing.